Welcome back. I'm doing a series of videos on borderline personality disorder based on my book, Borderline Personality Disorder Survival Guide from Chaos to Authenticity. We're going through now the DSM criteria, and the next criteria is chronic feelings of emptiness. Chronic feelings of emptiness, for some, longing may be a better word, are an especially challenging aspect of BPD because the borderline is often unable to articulate what emptiness means, the quality of emptiness, or even how it manifests. It can be so elusive that it may be glossed over by clinicians. Feelings of emptiness are probably related to identity disturbance, that is, the borderline is out of touch with or unsure of his own identity, his own needs, his nature. He may harbor a poor sense of self-concept, plagued by self-doubt, often feels ripped off or taken advantage of by others, and even worthlessness and helplessness may be part of the picture, so that he feels horribly unconnected and untethered like a rudderless boat. The borderline may have enjoyable and safe interests, such as sports or the arts, and yet fulfillment from these endeavors is not sufficient to quell chronic feelings of emptiness. In fact, it is not unusual for a borderline to enjoy pride or even fulfillment in his external accomplishments and yet remain very unfulfilled internally. He may maintain an inner sense of true emptiness. Chronic feelings of emptiness tend to cause the borderline to feel that he always needs more of something and is never satiated, filling the void with attention, sex, drugs, or food, though filling the void can be a lifelong endeavor in futility. Sitting at home with a delicious meal, reading an engrossing book with everything you need may seem to most people like an ideal moment to cherish, but the borderline's chronic feelings of emptiness preclude true enjoyment even when everything seems to be going exactly right. For some borderlines, feeling empty may equate to a sense of profound inner loneliness or perceived social isolation. It is odd that even when surrounded by friends and family, the borderline sense of loneliness may not diminish. In fact, feeling lonely when surrounded by friends and family may reinforce for the borderline the profound constant emptiness that he endures. To feel nothing, that is, to experience inner emptiness, is awful, and to feel something, anything, is often much preferred. For some borderlines, emptiness feels like being born without a soul, and it may be preferable to have something or anything to replace that empty vessel. True emptiness can cause feelings of horrible desperation because of the empty vacuum, and is tempting to take a chance even on those things that are negative or outright destructive in nature or even toxic. Paradoxically, the borderline's profound sense of emptiness may evince a sense of entitlement as a means to proactively stave off feelings of powerlessness or perceptions that he is being taken advantage of by others. As a result, others may view the borderline as narcissistic or even manipulative, especially given the borderline's demand for recognition and even admiration. The borderline may experience chronic feelings of emptiness as dissatisfaction and disappointment with his personal choices, or inability and disappointment with his personal choices, or inability to find meaning in his endeavors. The borderline's emptiness may be related to a particular kind of existential meaninglessness or anxiety with his own life experiences. Borderlines may philosophize about existence and the pain of being alive, believing that everything is ephemeral and without certainty or permanence. This sense of futility and emptiness can be maddening and perhaps related to bouts of uncontrolled anger, which we will investigate in the next video.